Why don't you guys look at numbers 1 through 8, see how your answers are, and then I will answer any questions that you want me to answer about numbers 1 through 8. Okay, are there any numbers 1 through 8 that you need help with? That I can show you how to do? If there are, raise your hand. Ava? Number 5, okay. Sum means to add them up. And you want to get what we call our like terms together, the things that are alike. So if you have 2x squareds and 3x squareds, how many x squareds do you have?
5x.
So that's why it says 5x squared, okay? If I have negative 4x's and positive 2x's, altogether I have, God bless, altogether I have negative 2x's. And then if I have negative 3 and negative 1, I have negative 4. So I get each of the like terms together, combined. Anything else 1 through 8?
Oh, how do you do one value?
Remember how we had so many questions like this early in the year on our tests about exponents? This means square it, then negate it. This is not 25. That's why I put those questions on the test. 5 squared is 25, then I got to negate it, so it's negative 25. Now, because it's in parentheses, this means negative 1 times negative 1. That's positive 1. And negative 25 and positive 1 make negative 24. Okay? Anything else 1 through 8? Okay? 9 through 12. I'm sorry, Eva?
I didn't get to see 600.
I'll go back in a second and you can see quickly if they're right or wrong. Anybody 9, 10, 11, 12? Matt? Number 10. Okay. Is that a same side or opposite side situation?
Same. I thought it was because you would subtract x and x, and it would be 5 equals negative 23.
No. You see, first off, if you subtracted x and x and you work toward the left, which you could do, a negative x and another negative x is negative 2x.
Oh.
Okay, so you didn't have a bad idea or a way to start. It would have worked. But I would prefer to see you add the x to both sides because then I keep those x's positive. And wouldn't you rather do an x plus an x than minus and minus? Know what I mean? Okay. Anything else? Okay, Ava, you can quick peek, put the answers down on your paper, but we do have to move on. Okay? All right. Little function theory questions, numbers 13 through 18. Okay.
What do you got 13?
Okay. It says y equals 2x plus 7. Find y if x is 7. So what I do is I take the 7 and I plug it in for x. And that's what I did here. Instead of the x, I put the 7. See, the 2 and the plus and the 7 stay the same.
Yeah, but you
So-
got 4 right there.
No, that's 21.
I got 22.
That's bad handwriting, but it is 21. All right? Any other questions? Yes?
How'd you get 16?
Remember what square root means? It means the number that times itself is 49. So it's 7, because 7 times 7 is 49. And then I do 7 plus 2,
I got that.
and that's 9. Okay?
Wait, what about, for 14 you got 3, right?
Yes.
How'd you do that? 'Cause I got-
Well, when I square negative 3, I got to get positive 9. I hope you got positive 9 out of that.
I used to.
Right? Because negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9.
Yeah, I got that.
Good. and then you've got to add 2 times negative 3. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6.
Oh, I got positive 6.
Okay. Guys, that's learning. What Ava just did is exactly how you learn and exactly how you get better. Any questions between 13 and 18? Did you say 17?
Joe says.
You said 17, Joe? Okay. So when I look, yeah, okay, this is right. When I look at these choices, I'm looking for 2 things. I'm looking for a negative slope and a y-intercept of positive 5. On A and B, the y-intercepts are negative 5, so it can't be A or B. Now, which of C and D? Oh, see, I thought that said positive 1/2. 17 should be C. I apologize. 17 should be C. Good catch, Joe.
Oh, I didn't see the negative, you mean?
Yeah, I didn't see the negative either, which is why I got it wrong. But Joe, on the other hand, has better eyes than I do. He saw it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
I got it.
Hey, girls, stay forward. Any questions on 19, 20, or 21? How did I know the answer to 19 was D?
I know.
Manny?
Alright. So, I don't know if you did this, but I did 100 divided by 5.
Perfect.
Equals 20. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
See, if you look, after 5 minutes, the temperature was 100 degrees. So Manny did it right. He did 100 divided by 5 is 20. Ava?
What I did was, I took 5 and I multiplied it by like 5 and then I multiplied by 10 until I got like 100.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything else? 20, 21? I think those are pretty easy. Okay.
What was 20? Wait, what was the answer for 20? C.
That's because there's 2 3s, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
I got positive 35.
Yeah, that's, just remember, when you multiply by a negative, you change the sign. All right, any questions on 22, 23, or 24?
No.
We're good?
I got 130 X.
You're putting the X's on top, the Y's go on top.
Wait, the Y go on top?
Yeah, slope
Yeah,
formula is
Y's
changing Y over changing X. Right, that's the hardest one to remember, because all our lives, X comes before Y, but when it comes to the slope, the Y comes before the X, the Y goes on top. Okay, any other questions? Okay,
24, I just got the whole other thing wrong.
well, you know, you gotta write the rule, it's Y equals MX plus B, right?
Yeah.
Now, I gotta find M and B. The B is always whatever pairs up with 0, the M is the slope. So I like to circle 2 points, and then whatever order I subtract in, I have to keep that order the same.
Yeah.
So I go 24 minus 18, see that I did the Y's on top? 2 minus 4. So that's 6 over negative 2, which is negative 3. So that's why the first number here is negative 3.
Oh, see, I thought it was just like different. I got 2 over negative 6, so that's probably.
That means you put your X's in
Yeah,
top
I
and then
know.
you didn't reduce.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I want to mention one thing that's very important, a mistake that I see kids make all the time. Ken, you with me here? The mistake I see kids make, this is a really easy one to correct.
Yes.
I will see kids a lot of the times forget to put the X here.
Oh, that's easy.
They'll do Y equals negative 3 plus 30. Don't forget that X. Lastly, how do I know that 0 goes with 30 when it's not in the table? Well, I look for patterns. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. And then if I go this way, I'm going up by 6s, so 24 and 6 make 30. Okay. Here's the graph of the parabola. Manny?
How do you got 8? Where has negative 3, 8?
Okay,
Don't you?
well, first I have to square negative 3. So what is negative 3? This would be in parentheses, squared.
So,
9. And then minus 1.
8.
That would be how I got the 8.
well, so So you have to times the -3 by itself.
Yeah, and in fact, isn't that exactly what to square something means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To square means to times it by itself. So I take the input and times it by itself. So if I give it a -3, I times it by itself. -3 times -3 is 9.
I thought you keep the negative.
That would be, in that case, I would only be squaring the 3. But I want to square the whole thing because I want to times it by itself. So it's -3 times -3. Okay? All right.
Wait, I have a question.
Go ahead.
To get the y, will you always use the x numbers?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The X numbers in, Matt, the X numbers in whatever rule they write for you. Okay?
We gotta subtract it by 1.
I'm sorry, Alex?
We gotta subtract it.
Yeah, after you square the number, you subtract 1. So like -3 squared was 9, then 9 minus 1 is 8. And I do that for each of these, okay? Now, I know it's quadratic. First off, it's no way it's linear because it doesn't look like a line. So just based on the fact that it doesn't look like a line, everybody in the room should have guessed quadratic.
Yeah.
But also you can remember any time that the highest exponent is 2, it's quadratic. And then it says what's the minimum value? That's down here. The minimum value is -1. Okay. All right, let's go to the last page. How did you do on A through D?
Oh, I actually got that right.
How do we do on A through D?
How'd you get C? Because I got -20. I just got -20.
Well, here's what we notice. First off, does everybody see how the table is going down by 20s or up by 20s depending on which direction you're going in?
Yeah.
So there might be a tendency to want to say that on day 1 it's 8. The problem is this is day 3, so I have to do 2, 1, 0. So I have to do 23 times. So 28 minus 20 is 8. 8 minus 20 is -12, and then do another down 20, it's -32. Okay? That's kind of tricky, and in fact, I fell for the trick the other way, because look at this way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Yeah.
And I first slapped in a 108 there. And then I had to see, oh, wait a minute, they skipped a bunch. All right? So that's why over there I don't remember what I wrote there, but I wrote something that said, hey, look at the jump or the skip or whatever it is.
I also
Jump,
saw
okay.
I did the X and Y.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look now at the graph. 2, 3 is the coordinate to the point where they cross. You should be thankful this one does not ask you to check. Okay. All right, any questions on this? All right, so here's the deal. Tomorrow is your test. And I emphasize the word your. See, you have known me for a long time now, since September, and you have seen that my pretests look exactly like the tests with the numbers changed. So you did your work yesterday, and you see how well or poorly that you did. If you did this sheet yesterday and you got just about everything right on that sheet, maybe 2, 3, 4 questions wrong, you're in great shape. So you know what? Be relaxed, be casual, just keep doing what you gotta do, you don't change anything. If you got a bunch of these questions wrong, you need to get to work during this period and at home if you're gonna catch up and be able to pass for tomorrow. We already talked about passing for the market period and what a big deal it is, okay? All right, I gotta tell you, I don't trust your guys working together. I just don't, because every time I try it, you guys get out of control. So work alone. Maybe next time we'll try it if you show me that you can work alone. But till then, I just don't see it. Yeah, the packet you got today when you walked in. Yes.
Number 21 doesn't have any answers. There's just
Oh, it's just blank? Just skip it. Okay, Frankie, hit lights, please.
Just add it like this, or do we have to?
Get your x squareds with your x squareds, your x's with your x's, and your numbers with your numbers.
So will that be 5 to the 4th?
No. No, when you add x squared to x squared, you get x squared.
No,
Melvin, what are we doing? Go to those. Last one. Yeah.
It's the same.
It's the same exact one.
I thought the numbers were changed.
They are.
Maybe I changed some of them, but not all of them?
No.
No.
Well, then do it again, because if you can't do it again,
Are we doing it again?
yeah. Yeah, you got 2 X squares and 3 X squares, you got 5 X squares. If I have 2 pairs of boots and 3 pairs of boots, I got 5 pairs of boots. I don't have 5 jeans.
No, and then so we do -2 minus 2.
-2 and -2 and -4. What's that? Well, pass this out now, and yeah, it would be your last one, but you gotta wait for it to get back. Bless you. Stay in your seats, folks. We got 3 minutes till period ends. Lenny, back in your seat. Try and cheat the system, let's go.
Right here, it says M equals 2 4. Can you leave it like that?
I would give you credit, yes.
I was like this.
See you later, have a great one.
Test is tomorrow, right? How are you, Mr. Lincoln?
Rock and roll, there's only one sheet right there, just grab it and come. Yep. Sorry to hear that.
It hurts like that.
Well, you know, you're gonna be an athlete, you're gonna be in pain.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've been
go
doing it
hand in
for
hand.
5 years, 6 years, 7 years now.
That's it. So,
I get time to recuperate. I don't play a sport anymore right now.
oh, hey, guys, can we stop the talking so much and let's get settled in right away, please?
Yes, I will.
There's only one big.
Grab one of those off the corner there then.
Is it the chapter 5 functions test?
And I said or something too.
Okay.
Get you, we did it. We did.